If you've ever ended your day thinking, I worked all day, but got nothing done, you're not alone. Alex knows that frustration all too well. 12-hour days, yet his to-do list barely budged. Priya, she was juggling client projects, school pickups, and late-night emails, yet still felt like she was drowning. Then, one small shift in Alex's productivity workflow doubled his output in just 1 week. Priya, she went from chasing deadlines to finishing work early, finally having free evenings with her kids without guilt or burnout. And here's the best part. This productivity workflow isn't some complicated system or expensive software. It's a repeatable, step-by-step method you can start using today, and you'll see results fast. Alex is a freelance graphic designer with talent to spare, but every day feels like a race he's losing. His desk is a battlefield of sticky notes, half-finished illustrations, and unanswered client emails. He opens one project, then another, without ever finishing the first. His so-called productivity workflow? Non-existent. He skips lunch, hoping to catch up, but by evening, the work he planned to finish still stares back at him. And the guilt, it's crushing. Priya's world is different, but her struggle is the same. As a corporate project manager, she spends 10+ hours in meetings. By the time she sits down to do her real work, her energy is gone. She has a color-coded calendar and every productivity app under the sun. Yet her productivity workflow feels broken, like she's working hard but not moving forward. She replies to emails late into the night, missing bedtime stories and wondering if this is what success is supposed to feel like. Both Alex and Priya are smart, driven, and capable, yet both are running on empty, questioning if they're even cut out for the success they dream of. For Alex, it happens on a Wednesday. A client calls, confused, frustrated, asking where the final campaign files are. Alex freezes. He remembers the design instantly, but the final deliverable is buried somewhere in his mountain of sticky notes and mismatched folders. By the time he finds it, the deadline is passed. The client's trust is cracked, and so is Alex's confidence. One missed detail in a broken productivity workflow just cost him a contract he'd worked months to secure. Priya's breaking point comes in front of an entire conference room. Her manager looks her straight in the eye and says, "We still don't have last week's project updates. What happened?" She had the data buried in her notes, but no system to pull it together quickly. The heat rises in her face as colleagues shift uncomfortably in their seats. She's always been the dependable one. Now she feels exposed, like her credibility has been stripped away. For both Alex and Priya, these moments sting deeper than just embarrassment. They see, with painful clarity, that the problem isn't a lack of effort, it's a broken productivity workflow. And this isn't just costing them time, it's costing them trust, income, and the belief that they can keep up in a world that rewards speed, focus, and results. Something has to change. Not next month, not next week. Now. A week later, fate steps in. At a casual networking event in a small co-working space, Alex overhears Priya speaking with a group about a breakthrough she's had. Her voice is calm but energized. She's explaining how her mentor taught her a simple, yet powerful productivity workflow. One built on 3 pillars: time blocking, task batching, and daily review cycles. Alex leans in, intrigued. He hears her say, "It's not about working harder. It's about giving your brain the structure it needs to win the day before it even begins." That night, Alex can't stop thinking about it. The next morning, he takes the leap, starting small. Before even opening his email, he spends 10 quiet minutes planning his day, deciding exactly what will get done and when. He groups all his creative work into deep focus blocks, no interruptions allowed. And before shutting down for the night, he commits to a 15-minute review, checking off wins, spotting what slipped, and setting tomorrow's priorities. Priya, meanwhile, has doubled down on her own experiment. She carves out sacred no-meeting focus hours on her calendar, time no one can book over, all her administrative work. Now in one solid block, instead of being scattered through her day like loose change, for the first time in months, she feels in control instead of being dragged from one demand to the next. Neither of them knows it yet, But this simple shift in their productivity workflow will transform not just their schedules, but their careers. The shift begins with one simple rule: your calendar is your blueprint. Alex blocks out 2 golden hours every morning for deep, uninterrupted design work. No meetings, no emails, just him, his creative tools, and a clear focus. In his new productivity workflow, this time is sacred. Priya takes a different but equally powerful step. Instead of letting her inbox dictate her day, she batches her emails into 2 30-minute sessions, one late morning, one late afternoon. The constant ping of notifications is replaced with intentional focus, and the difference is immediate. Then comes the daily review cycle, the heartbeat of their productivity workflow. Every evening, they each take 15 quiet minutes to reflect. What worked today? What slipped? What will get priority tomorrow? The process turns chaos into clarity and keeps progress visible. But a strong productivity workflow isn't just about what you do, it's about what you stop doing. Alex outsources repetitive file formatting to a freelancer, freeing his mind for higher-value creative work. Priya automates her weekly status reports, reclaiming hours of her time. Finally, they protect their most valuable resource, mental energy. Alex sets a timer to stand up and stretch every 90 minutes, giving his brain the reset it needs. Priya builds in short walks between tasks, breathing in fresh air before diving into the next challenge. These moments keep burnout at bay and creativity alive. Step by step, Alex and Priya are no longer reacting to their day, they're designing it. Their productivity workflow is no longer just a set of tasks, it's a way of working that honors their time, energy, and goals. Weeks into their new routine, the change is undeniable. Alex, once buried under half-finished drafts and forgotten deadlines, now delivers projects early, not just on time. His clients notice. Praise starts pouring in, followed by something he hadn't seen in months: referrals. The work feels lighter, cleaner, more intentional. Priya experiences her own breakthrough. The woman who once closed her laptop at midnight now shuts it at 6. She steps into her kitchen, greeted by the smell of dinner and the laughter of her kids. No phone in her hand, no emails tugging at her attention. For the first time in years, she's truly present. What surprises them most isn't just the results, it's the hours they've reclaimed. They're working less, yet producing more. The structured productivity workflow they once doubted has become their secret weapon, the silent architecture behind their success, and perhaps the greatest shift of all. They no longer feel like they're chasing the day now moves to their rhythm. Alex sits at his desk, not buried in clutter, but with a clear plan open on his screen. On a quiet afternoon, he types out a post on LinkedIn. Turns out productivity isn't about doing more. It's about doing the right things in the right order. Within hours, his inbox fills with comments, messages, and connections from professionals who resonate with his journey. Across town, Priya stands in a conference room with a junior colleague, her voice steady but warm. She's not just managing projects anymore, she's mentoring, passing down the workflow that pulled her back from the edge of burnout. She watches the light flicker in her colleague's eyes, the same spark she felt when she first believed change was possible. For both Alex and Priya, the frantic scramble of their old lives feels like a distant memory. They've traded constant exhaustion for calm clarity. They've proven, to themselves and everyone watching, that the right productivity workflow isn't just a tool. It's a career saver, a life changer, and the foundation for a future they actually want to live. If Alex and Priya could completely turn their work and life around with one simple shift, imagine what's possible for you. You don't need to work longer hours or push yourself to exhaustion. You just need the right system. That's why I created my free guide, the 7-Day Wealth and Success Blueprint. Unlock your path to financial freedom. Focus and fulfillment one day at a time. A step-by-step plan to help you reclaim your time. Focus on what matters most, and finally feel in control. Download it today, start small, and watch how your work and your life begin to transform. Because productivity shouldn't steal your life, it should give it back to you.